cookie. Yeah, everybody want this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah.
My storm wants the nookie. He gon' eat the cookie. Yeah. He gon' eat the cookie. All night. Make sure the cookie stick before I eat you. Real nigga, I'ma eat you. I don't care what it really smell like. I'ma lick you up and down just to get you right.
Everybody want this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled
Oh shoot, I think we're ready to get started, people. I think we're ready to get started. Let me cut this music off. Bam. And there we go. We are live. What is up, Storm Chasers? I want to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me good before we get into everything today. Alright. We gotta handle this show, and then we'll be right back. Alright, to do the after show where I'm going to let you guys call in and you're going to give me all your takes on everything and the stories and what happened over the weekend and what's been on your damn mind. Now, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to hit the Popeye. I had to. Okay? It is what it is. Y'all can hear me good? You love my shirt. Thank you so much. Y'all ready? Alright, cool. Let's get it popping. Because I can't wait to talk to y'all. First things first, we got to talk about somebody living La Vida Loca. All right, he told us back in the day that he was living crazy, and apparently it's coming to light. A lot of the things that Ricky Martin, or as I should say, Enrique Martin Morales, a.k.a. Ricky Martin, a.k.a., if you related to me, I'm going to stick a thumb and maybe a finger and maybe a pinky in your butt. It is what it is, all right? He came out publicly on the Oprah Winfrey show. I believe that was like early 2000s or mid 2000s. Some of y'all say y'all was surprised because of the way he was shaking his hips, even though that's just Latin culture for men to be able to, be smooth with their hips or whatever. Some of y'all just wasn't surprised. I said the frosted tips and all that twerking back in the day threw y'all off, but this ain't about him coming out. This ain't about his frosted tips he had back in the day. This ain't about him twerking in the rain, talking about he living La Vida Loca, when what he is really doing is putting a thumb, an index finger, maybe even a pinky in your butt. Does he spit on it first before he inserts it? We don't know. But what we do know is that he has been accused of domestic violence. Now, Ricky Martin here is from Puerto Rico, and he resides in Puerto Rico, okay? And they do not play when it comes to domestic violence, and especially when it's incestuous. Let's just call it what it is. They don't play. Ricky is facing up to 50 years in prison. Can you imagine Ricky Martin in a Puerto Rican prison? I don't give a damn that they is a United States territory. That's still a Puerto Rican prison. I feel like a Spanish, like a Puerto Rican in this prison. That's not, you want to feel Puerto Rican in your hair? You want to feel Puerto Rican in your spirit? You want to feel Puerto Rican in your balls, but you don't want to feel Puerto Rican in no prison? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's not what you want. That's not what you want, allegedly. All right? So a domestic violence protection order was put out against him from his own nephew. His nephew's name is Dennis Yadiel Sanchez. Allegedly, they had a 7-month relationship. He says that Ricky not only abused him physically, but psychologically as well. In 7 months, he messed your head up that crazy, Mr. Dennis. Now, here's my thing. This supposedly started 7 months ago. Nobody in the family had nothing to say about this? Nobody around had nothing to say about it? You didn't tell nobody? Why didn't you say something when your cousin first approached you? You didn't say he R-worded you. What you said was he was not a good boyfriend. See, that's what y'all gotta read between the lines when y'all hear these stories, okay? I guess you can call Ricky Martin the Kevin Gates of Puerto Rico, because at the beginning of the 7 months, your uncle came on to you and you gave that pussy up. Cause Rick, I don't know if Ricky's verse, but Ricky's definitely a top. You can go to the Menudo days and he was king of the girls. If y'all don't know about him and Menudo for back in the day, Menudo wasn't nothing but bringing street boy booting in. That's why they kicked them all out when they hit puberty and became men. You got to go. You got a mustache, you got body hair, you got to go. They like them pre-pubescent. That is just what it was. And they sold them little boys in Menudo to different promoters all up and through America and Latin America. They taught them what anal was like. Talking about some, that. Let me tell you something. What they used to tell the Menudo boys with like the first time, they would get popped in the booty or whatever. Because of course it's R word, it's traumatic, it's all that. So look, even as a little boy, this ain't right. Hold up. What you doing? Bitch, I came here to sing, not give a bass. I came here to sing. All right. And they're like, no, well, yeah, you came here to sing, but you came here to please as well. All right. And so the boys were always told in Menudo, Rick and Mar used to be in a group. Okay. Know your history. They used to say, well, do you know the orgasm you get when you do number 2? Well, that's what anal sex feels like. Which, I ain't never had it, but that's not the same. And I know y'all saying, what the hell orgasm is you talking about with the number 2? You actually do have scientifically, you do have a slight orgasm when you do number 2. And it's slight, just like when you pee, you have a slight orgasm, as I call it. It's slight though. But what kind of prison shit is this? Now, at least in prison, they call it a shit tampon or reverse tampon. They don't try to make it sound sexy. They was trying, it's going to be the same as when you use the bathroom. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I might not be able to hold my shit after. I'm just saying. So this ain't the first time Ricky been accused of anything. There was allegedly a scandal in 2020 that Ricky's manager did some finagle and kept that from ruining his career. So I don't know if this was another family member that allegedly Ricky had touched, but something was about to come out in 2020. Now remember, I was about to say pandemic. Damn, I'm not on Patreon. But that was the pandemic, right? Right? Which we finna go through again this winter. Y'all seen the variants out there? Monkeypox and shit. Enjoy your traveling while you can. I'm going to just leave it at that. Because yes, we're going to be dealing with this until at least 2025. Anyway. So my point is, you was about to have a scandal in 2020. Your cousin then outed you now, Ricky. As well as back in Menudo, those boys were scared of you when you came in. And you was a little something when you came in. But see, it don't matter what group you have. They always know who the star going to be. They know who going to break off and do their own thing. Keep in mind, Ricky Martin stayed in Menudo until he turned 18. And then went and did his own thing. Most of those boys were out of that group by the time they was 15. Because you wasn't never there to sing. You was there to give up boy booty. Which is what this industry is built off of. Menudo, B2K, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Do I need to go on and on? And when you don't give up no booty, all of a sudden your career goes away. See, you don't have to be in Jakuma Tada. Whatever Jakuma Tada is, you don't have to be down with the get down to be in this business. But you will not be a top star. You will suddenly find your bags packed and your flight booked. If they put you on a flight, they might send your ass back on a Greyhound bus, or might send you back with a hot sauce and ranch all up and through your relaxer, like old girl from Power. They sent that girl home. She better than me. I'd have had to call my people with that. But you gonna throw chicken on me? Oh my God, dude. But that's okay, because karma came back to bite that heavy-tongued heifer and her mammy in the ass. She ain't seen her own shit since. She ain't about shit and ain't gonna ever be shit. But anyway, with that being said, I also just wanted to remind you guys too, I throw this last tidbit in and we're gonna move on. When Ricky was in Menudo and he was allegedly running through them boys, according to them, he was like the husband and the other boys were like his wives. So when somebody knocked at the door, he go get that. Oh, I need you to go do this. I need you to go clean that. So this has been a top stud daddy for a long time since he was a little boy. So anything that come out about him don't necessarily surprise me. The only part that threw me off was when they said nephew. But incestuous relationships happen way more than what y'all realize. Especially when people don't, not siblings, but relatives don't grow up with one another. Shit. They figure, hey, I don't know your ass, and you fine. So what's up? That's what they be on. Anyway, we gotta move right along. All right. So at the top, We got J-Lo and Ben, right? And at the bottom, 20 years later, they done got murdered. 20 years later, minimal scandals, alcoholism, all kinds of witchcraft and wizardry, all kinds of auto-tune, and still singing the same damn songs we ain't asking for, and giving us the same role in movies that we didn't ask for either. Jennifer and Ben Affleck. They got married. They got married in Vegas, okay? Tied the knot. Now, here's what people got to realize. A lot of people feel like, oh, by the way, this is husband number 4 for her. So it was Ohani Noah, then Chris Judd, then Mark Anthony, and now Ben Affleck, okay? But this is the 4th husband. I know it seemed like she ain't had a lot of rings on her fingers, but she does. And we're going to talk about why. Number 1, J-Lo is one of those women that feel like she is not complete without a man. I think we can all assume that by now. Anytime somebody don't give a cat a break, this cat ain't had a break since the 90s. Has this cat been in for maintenance? Has it had an oil change transmission? Or we running on the same brakes? Bitch, has this cat had a car wash? Cause this Carfax, nothing but non-stop users. This is the Turo of Coochie. Seriously, no joke. This cat ain't had a break. Now this cat helped her to get to where she, was in her career. And one of the main things she threw that cat at, that really probably sent her cat in for maintenance, was Diddy. We all know that was a come up. That was about getting your black card. That was about getting recognized as that bitch by the black community. And once she got that, she was gone. She was she was all, and then she was back to singing about love and this, that, and the third. I ain't mad at you, J-Lo, for throwing that cat around to get what you want. I figure, hell, if you're gonna throw it for free, you might as well get something from it. But ladies, take note. In the words of Cynthia G, protect your womb. Had a baby by the one that you want to have it by. The one that's just using, put that womb on lock. I don't give a damn about no Roe versus Wade. Wade, y'all better figure out a way to protect that womb. Get what you want out these ninjas or wiggles, and then move on. J-Lo is she's the epitome of a social climber. I'm just saying. She's marketable. She has a look, but that baby ain't got no voice. She just don't. But it's cool. All right? It's cool, though. All right? So a lot of y'all trying to figure out, why did they break up in the first place? They was engaged, damn near 20-some years ago. All right? Why they didn't work out? Why did they call off their original engagement at the last damn minute? Why? Because J-Lo was advised not to marry Ben at that time. Her spirits were not aligned for it. Her padrino was not aligned for it. And so it was not going to happen. This is a high-ranking Santerian priestess. This is as most people would call it, a witch. But she is Santerian, right? One of the same things that Cardi does. So she is high-ranking. So what you got to understand is that when you are initiated, spirits are put on you. All right. And as you go through different initiations and different levels, you get scratched and different spirits are put on you. But long story short, they come with the belief that we all are walking around with our own sets of spirits. And so if my spirits don't agree that I need to marry your spirits at this time, I don't care how long we've been together. If I'm a Santerian, I'm not going to marry you because my spirits told me not to. They throw bones to figure this out, coconut shell, egg shit, all kinds of shit. And they literally ask the spirits, should I marry him? Throw it out. You get it, and you're going to get your answer. Now, I'm simplifying it. It's a lot deeper than that. I ain't trying to talk to y'all about digging a hole in the ground and yelling into it like y'all got you. I ain't trying to have y'all do all kinds of rituals. But what I'm just saying is, she was advised not to marry him. Just like she was advised to leave every man that she's left. Any man she got with and any man she left. You might have thought she was heartbroken. You might have thought it wasn't on her own accord. But the spirits told her to. And she does what the spirits said. Which is why she has managed to always be on top. And this is what people don't understand about people that do witchcraft. Yes, they do still work hard as well. But she also works shit spiritually to make sure that it goes in her favor. That's just what it is. Okay? When she was with her first husband, she stayed going back and forth from to her padrina's house. I can't even pronounce it right. I'm not in the shit, but you get the point. basically her spiritual advisor. She stayed going to her house, and that lady let her know, you with him? Nope, it's time to go. Your spirits don't like that. Okay, you're gonna get with this one now. All right, you're gonna seduce him. All right, now when you're done with him, you're gonna move on. Oani, Noah, the first husband, talked all the time about how she was burning these black candles on people, but it's way deeper than that, because it's not the color of the candle, it's how you dress it and what you're putting in it and what intentions you're putting into it and what portals you're trying to open with it. We'll get to that later, okay? So through all the scandals, they have finally come back together. I do believe this is going to work. And this is one of the reasons why it's going to work. They need each other. This is a needs-based relationship. Funky Dot even told y'all that. That's why most marriages and relationships that last, they are dependent on each other to a large degree in some kind of way. Usually it's money. That's not the case here. Ben is a gambling addict and he's an alcoholic. He basically needs a woman who mothers him. It is what it is. Ladies, a lot of y'all is married or y'all with dudes now that you have to mother. Tell him to go to the doctor. Tell him to pick his clothes up. And don't let the red pill community or whoever the hell new age shit, don't let these niggas cap on these apps. A lot of them like that shit when you boss them around. They like that shit. Because you sound just like mama. So they like that shit. Because a lot of them in love with their mom. So my point is, he's a drunk, he's a gambling addict, and she likes to be in control. And so this works. And I do believe they love each other deeply. It did not work with him and Jennifer Garner, because Jennifer Garner don't want to control her man. She wants a man to lead, and he is just not a leader in that way. He's just not. This is no different than Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Some men like roles where women take the lead and they don't have to worry about it, think about shit, or remember shit, and baby, you handle that. Baby, read that shit for me. Some or they love it to where they can't live without the woman. And those relationships work. They work. So, she's a bossy queen. He's a king that needs to be led by his queen, and it works. That's that. It didn't work with Mark Anthony because that's a different kind of traditional man who would tell you as a woman to stay in your place. Them two weren't gonna never work. And Jennifer, I know you and Mark Anthony weren't gonna work when you was trying to tell him how to sing. Stop, boo. But anyway, with that being said, congratulations, and let's get loud. Wait a minute. Mickey Howard gave me a vocal lesson this weekend, and she said my voice is not up here. She said it's down here. So let's get loud. I can't really do it now. I did it in front of Mickey though. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Now I held that note better than you, and I only had one vocal lesson. Now you had vocal lessons for 25 years. You still pitch your shit on every movie and song and concert that you do. But I do enjoy seeing you live. I ain't gonna lie. Best of luck to you and your marriage. It'll work. I believe so. I believe so. Moving right along from that, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button too. Y'all said Ben called it off. Listen, I don't care what they say. That lady's spiritual advisor controls everything she do. I don't know if she still go to it to this day. Read them articles from the first husband. You might have thought Ben called that shit off. Her advisor did not approve that marriage. I guarantee it. You ain't got to agree. I just know people that are sent it in. So I don't give a damn if Ben said he called her. I know I done made jokes about it. I don't give a damn. That lady's Padrina told her, you not marrying him. Period. That's just my opinion. Hell, I ain't in that relationship. Next, we got to talk about Tristan, Tricky Dicky, third trimester, Trevor James Thompson. All right. He is over there in Greece doing what he does well. Having sex with a white woman. He is doing what he does well. Walking around. Very high booty. Like, did y'all see the video? I can't play it because it's from TMZ. Booty just as high as... How is your booty on your back? I don't understand. I don't understand. I know Chloe be mad when you get naked, Tristan, when you do give her a little piece of dick. I know she be mad because she be like, damn, I had to pay for my booty to sit up like that, and my booty still dropping, and your booty just like that. Damn. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come on now. Come on. We know. My booty sit up high. It's just so I don't know where they and a lot of people would think, oh, you must get it like from your mama's side. No, my mama's side don't have ass like that. I get it from my daddy's side. Who else get their booty from their daddy's side like me? I get it from my daddy's side. Just they got ass for days. Ass on ass on ass on ass. Is anybody else like me? Y'all let me know. Sasha said she need a ladder to climb that. Listen, when you laying on your back or your side is all the same. Ooh, excuse me. How, but why he so thick? It just some of us niggas just thick like that. And I got small legs and a big booty, and that look even more crazy. Anyway, we gonna move right along from that. So you walking through Mykonos, Greece with this white woman that with a big booty that he finna bang out unprotected, because that's just what them athletes do. You see old girl right there, she's sitting there at the table like, oh, that's Tristan Thompson. Y'all see that look on her face? Wait a minute. I love us for real. I promise I do. The facial expression. Ooh, she kind of look like Bobby Christina. But the facial expression right there, do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? She like, he don't give a damn. Now, what's so messed up is that while the surrogate is about to allegedly give birth any day now, we got two separate reports. Either the baby, this second baby with Chloe using another woman's vagina, either that baby that already came out the vagina, or it's crowning and due to come out the vagina, pretty soon. And so when a baby is due close like that, you really shouldn't be halfway across the damn world, because if the baby come early, you should be there. And if the baby is already here, you should be there. So my thing is, when are y'all just gonna come? When is the Kardashian family? Because I have to continue to drag you hoes. When are y'all just gonna come out and admit that him and Chloe have an agreement? They have an understanding. And the understanding is she ain't gonna never leave him and she ain't going nowhere. Why is the question y'all need to figure out. Now we gonna play a guessing game here, okay? I ain't gonna say nothing, but we just gonna play a little game. Why y'all think Chloe won't leave this man? It's not like she can't get another basketball player, because she can. A white woman will always be able to get a black dude to get with her, no matter her past or how, it don't matter. She white, she would get a ninja to get with her. Why won't she leave him alone? I have my theory, and it ain't the low self-esteem. It ain't the low sense of self-worth. It ain't the childhood trauma. It ain't the fact that she already got a child with him. It ain't none of that. It's one reason I can think of. And to me, that still ain't no reason to stay with nobody. What y'all think? I'm reading y'all comments. He don't give a damn. She needs his melanin. Ooh, I can't say it out loud. But ooh, that's all I'm going to say is ooh, ooh. She hooked on the eggplant. I was going to say she didn't have bigger and better. Literally. But the point is, she can always get that. It ain't just that. I want y'all to read the comments in a second. And y'all tell me, ooh, this is the most handsome black man she can get. She can still get another. Ooh. So they didn't came to an agreement. But I'm going to say, Chloe, you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. And so if this is how you want your relationship to go, this is how it will be. But don't expect us to cry for you. Kimberly, I don't know who you was threatening when you said that you're going to come after everybody on the internet that makes Chloe feel like a piece of shit. Who y'all think Kim was talking to? Who was Kim talking to? When did Kimberly get so tough? I mean, she even passed a little bit. Is she even an attorney now? I don't understand. You might want to whoop Courtney's ass first. You got to handle that, and that wasn't even a real fight, and you still lost that and lost half your melanin on the wall. So you might, as a matter of fact, Kim, you didn't have so much work done. Oh, Lo, when they gonna talk about that? Kim has said that she has had no work done except some. Another video for another day. I say all that to say, Tristan, Tricky, Dicky, third trimester, Trevor James, Thompson has struck once again. Tristan's being Tristan. And let me tell you something. I'm going to get you a t-shirt, Tristan. And it's going to say, fuck them kids. Because that's obviously what your ass said a long time ago. You either got a new baby on the way or it's already here. But either way, you should be home. Why are you in Greece without Chloe? Moving right. It ain't no more I can drag Chloe about. I didn't already drag her to high hell and it's not happening. She ain't listening. Y'all get on my nerves. Moving right along, we got to talk about Kevin Samuels. The cause of death has finally been revealed, all right? A lot of y'all thought, well, damn, was it, who just said, okay, did nobody hit me up? A lot of y'all thought it was old girl that let that big booty Mexican that he was with the last night. No, she wasn't even Mexican. I think she was some kind of Hawaiian Samoan or something. But anyway, and then she had a couple aliases, and one was Marcus. It was weird. I was like, who is Marcus? Like, who the hell is Marcus? Anyway, moving along. Okay, so the last woman that he was with, that he died with. All right, a lot of y'all was saying she did something to him. She was a nurse. She was a traveling nurse. We don't know. But what we do know is that according to the autopsy, Kevin Samuels died as a result of hypertension. This is being listed as natural causes. Now, it sounds so weird for me for somebody in their 50s to die from natural causes. This is a whole new time. It's something going on out here. We got 20-year-olds dropping dead, 30-year-olds, 50-something. I don't know. I think this stuff is spiritual more than anything. But let's just keep talking about it. So apparently he had hypertension, which then causes heart attack, allegedly. All right, he was on this medicine called atenolol. I think I'm saying it right, or atenolol. I'm not saying it right, but let me pull up the medication that he was taking, right? So I did a little research on this medication that was for hypertension that literally helped to prevent heart attacks, except according to this is a science website, right? Study in 2007 saying energy drinks may pose risk for people with high blood pressure and heart disease. Down in energy drink, and this specific energy drink that this study studied was Red Bull. They just don't name it, but that was actually the drink. Because a lot of people back then was like, well, I'm on high blood pressure medication. I got heart problems, but I still like my Red Bull. Can I drink it? I still like a bunch of coffee. Can I drink it? And the answer is no. The answer has always been no. In a recent study, blood pressure and heart rate levels increased in healthy adults who drink 2 cans a day of a popular drink. So if you healthy, your shit rises. If your shit is already not right, and you add that in addition to stress, this man was screaming on every live, going after people. Whether you feel is right, wrong, and different, you can be a Kevin Samuels fan or not. I don't know the man. I don't have nothing against him, but I'm just letting you know, when you work in a field where it's high energy, high stress, taking calls, cussing out people, going off on people, raising your voice, all that shit takes a toll on your body, whether you realize it or not. That's why they say don't stress. It ain't worth it. Literally, it's not worth it. Okay? In addition to that, he was working his ass off these last few years. You got to give it to him. He built a lot in a short amount of time. So he was here, he was there, he was traveling here, traveling there, that show, that show. This man worked nonstop for about 3-4 years. He didn't give himself a break. So overworked, overstressed, drinking all them damn Red Bulls. He started making money. Remember back in the day, he was big. Then he got back small. Then he started making that money. And I noticed he was putting a little weight back on too. So he was going to Papa Do's, going to the bars. He was, which Alcohol too ain't good for somebody with high blood pressure and heart problems. So I'm saying all that to say that this was all a recipe for disaster sooner or later. And ain't nobody telling me none. It's a gas station dick pill, or either that, or some Tonga Ali. It's some ginseng that he was taking to on the side to be able to keep up with them little young hoes. Cause that's a man in his 50s. Whether you healthy or not, that thing don't get up like that like it did when you're in your 20s and 30s. It's a lot. It's a lot. So all of that built on one another. In addition to one thing that always came out of his mouth was that the number one killer of black women is heart disease. B, always commenting on a black woman's weight, on a woman's weight, period, not just black women, but a woman's weight. Now, he would always focus on that because he would then go back to the heart disease. This man talked about heart disease and dying from heart disease a lot. Basically, what I'm saying is, between having hypertension, being on a medication, drinking the Red Bulls, being overworked and overstressed, and constantly manifesting the word heart disease, this was going to come at some point or another. Yes, Laura said he also had chemo when he was 21, and that damages the heart as well. Yes. I forgot that when he was younger, he had cancer, and then that chemo, which there we go. That's another thing. That's another thing. So you got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you do, because you just never know how it's going. Cynthia G said the glitch got him. Oh my Lord. Not the glitch. Cynthia, I was trying to be serious. Not the glitch. But it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is bound to happen. I'm gonna say this too as well. I remember y'all used to tell him in the chat, stop drinking them Red Bulls. I remember him making fun of that. And now look where he's at. And I'm gonna say that us as content creators, our ego can get the best of us, and we can kind of feel like you as the viewer can't tell me shit. But you know what? When I first started, y'all told me the same thing, and I let them Red Bulls go. I ain't never touching a Red Bull again, ever. I promise y'all that. I am not. Because that shit, my opinion, I don't want to get sued, my opinion, that shit caused that. I'm telling you. He was drinking them like the shit was sugar. So, Anyway, that's that. Official autopsy is out. Case closed. And I'm going to get a checkup too. I ain't finna be like these other ninjas. I ain't had a checkup in 2 years. So I'm going to give me a checkup too. Alright, I'm going to take our comments here for about 5 minutes. We're going to end this show, and then we'll be back at 9:15. So literally less than an hour to do the after show, where you guys can call in and give your opinions on what's been going on this week, weekend, anything I missed, whatever. So let me read your comments here. Cammy said Red Bulls are illegal in some states. No, in some countries. I can believe it. Whitley said if he took a Viagra, that's worse. Yes. If he took a Viagra, that's even worse. If it's Viagra, if it's Cialis, you can get the Black Horse. It's like honey. When you hear dudes talk about honey, Blue Rhino, stuff out the gas station. I'm just saying. Come on now. With these young girls, man, please. Get that physical, yes, take care of you, yes. Did they ever find this expensive watch? Oh, I don't know. Now hell, she might have swiped that. Listen. Especially if she ain't get paid. Well, if she was a smart hoe, she definitely got paid before. If she spent the night with him, that was definitely the girlfriend package. Overnighter. He might have been going raw. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna say, damn, Kevin, I hope your last ride out wasn't one with a condom on. Hell, if you was gonna go out, I hope you went out raw. Probably not. Let's see. Keanu Jackson said he didn't want nobody his age. No, he didn't. He said women was damaged. That was his age. And I'm gonna say this too. Nah, maybe I shouldn't say it. Was she really a nurse? I don't think so. I mean, she can put on a nurse's uniform. I've seen them videos. I wore a doctor's coat and I ain't a doctor. Kim Burrell. Okay, so maybe tonight we'll talk about Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell is funny. Kim Burrell asked me to be a comedian. I don't even know why she in the church. Damage, yes, damage. That's what he used to say. Oh, this what I wanted to say. It escaped me. It's mighty funny to me whether you agree with his points, some of his points. I'm not here to debate that. But somebody who is very critical of people and their interpersonal relationships, it's interesting to me that he wouldn't even talk to his own daughter. For his own daughter to say, I was trying to get to know him and he wouldn't talk. He would laugh it off. He would give me nothing. That's wild to me. To get on women's ass about how they talk to their men and how they need to be submissive to their men and you need to be in your place and you need to be soft and sweet. But you can't even talk to your own child. Wow. Wow. Why? She didn't get into those details. She said he had been like that her whole life. And some parents are emotionally unavailable, but he bragged about all the therapy that he got after his first divorce, second divorce, and how that put him on the right track. And so if you got all this therapy, you didn't learn how to be a good father to your daughter? Or did you just use the therapy? Well, some people out here will go to therapy just to literally learn about the minds and use that shit against others. So, yeah. Let's see. He's always the one trying to tell people how to do things and they don't do them. Mm-hmm. He had no real living relationships, and that's interesting too. They said, where'd you hear about the part about his daughter? His daughter did a little interview. It's out there. A lot of people were saying that wasn't his daughter, or it was. To me, I looked at her face. She kind of looked like him to me. So I'm going to assume that's his daughter. But it's interesting. She said that he was emotionally and verbally abusive to her. It's very possible. It's very possible. A lot of people out here, man, they don't. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to put it. A lot of y'all got fathers that just don't like y'all. Like they look at you and they don't like you. Some of y'all married to men that really just don't like you. A lot of people be so focused on the love this, love that. Do you even like me? Do you respect me? To me, those are better questions. At least he died in a nice position. Just saying. Where is Jaguar? Right. Y'all want me to reach out to Jaguar? I ain't heard from Jaguar in the longest. Hold up. Let me look on IG. Let me see. If she still even posts. I've heard nothing from Jaguar. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't even see her YouTube, her Instagram page. I don't know. Y'all always asking me. I don't know. Let's see. Should we be crying talk show tears for Wendy? I feel a way about Wendy. Hey, pray for her. That's all you can do. Chalk Vader said yes, not interested in love without like. Very true. I like to hairstorm. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Young Gotta said, I think Tristan. Let's see. That last good nut took him out for good. All right, people. How Winnie can't walk and was up in the strip club. Okay, y'all doing too much. All right. So I love you guys. We're going to be right back at 9:15 for the after show. Like, comment, subscribe. I will catch you guys later.